guys, it's Kaz, and welcome to the very first episode of Geek Galaxy Plays Mirror's Edge.
Once the city used to pulse with energy, dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge. We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us. Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
Training time, Faith. Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of commission for a while. And now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds. Pretty slick, huh? Celeste on runaround duty, so get to her and just go with the flow, okay?
So while I'm playing this tutorial, I will be going over the lore about some of the characters in this game. The first person I'm going to talk about is Faith, who is the main protagonist in the story. We play as her throughout this whole story in first person. We know that she grew up in a family of 4 with her sister Kate and her parents. Her mother was killed though in the November riots. That forced her dad to depression and then alcoholism. Because of this, at the age of only 16, Faith left her father and Kate to a life on the streets, gradually having to resort to thievery of houses though to survive. One day, while she was stealing from an ex-runner named Merc, she was caught, and in sympathy, he offered her a new life as a runner. Other than this information though, there is little known about Faith before we start Mirror's Edge. The next character we come across is Celeste, also referred to as Cell in the game. Celeste is the lady who is guiding you around the training facility at the start of the game. Not much else is known of Celeste though before the events of Mirror's Edge. However, it is assumed that she started her life as a runner after Faith. There is evidence of this by her lack of knowledge of jackknife in the preceding cutscene to his chapter, which is the second chapter in the game. But other than this information, there is no backstory to where Celeste came from. These are the 2 characters that we come across in the tutorial, so I'm now going to go on to some commentary. So you just saw me crossing a red pipe. Just let me know that if you haven't worked it out already, if something is red in this game, you follow it. Unless you're playing on hard mode where nothing is painted red. But anyway, back to the controls of the game. I found crossing the pipe on PC version of Mirror's Edge a lot easier than the other platform I played, which was the PlayStation 3. Now, I haven't played Xbox 360 version, so I can't talk for that, but I found that PC is a lot easier than PlayStation 3. The next thing we had to do is doing a relatively hard move that incorporates a wall run and then a 90-degree turn and then a jump. Now, the first time I tried to do this, I did the Assassin's Creed technique for trying to jump up, which is jumping up onto the red and holding onto the top, turning around 180 degrees, and then jumping onto the opposite platform. But of course I failed and had to do the Mirror's Edge technique. And now we have to shimmy across a narrow ledge, which is actually really easy because this is like the one time that Faith doesn't jump off the edge by herself for the lols of it. And now we get to the zip wire! Yay! Nothing more has to be said. And after running up onto the top of the next building, we have to do a jump that is quite temperamental. You see, if you don't jump at the right time or pull your legs up at the right time, it doesn't work. And this is one of the reasons why, in my opinion, I feel that Mirror's Edge has a fairly standard tutorial. And just don't forget this is my opinion. So I feel that, like, Celeste, she quickly brushes us through Faith's arsenal and all the moves that must be executed successfully in order to proceed. But in saying that, they are presented rapid fire, way too fast, with nothing to actually help us grasp the concept of them. Except for when the moves are failed. And trust me, you will fail them. You just have to repeat them over and over again until you successfully get them. The combat abilities, which I have come to now, in particular, are really hard to remember when you finally get into a fight sometime later. In fact, for my entire first playthrough, I totally forgot that I had slide and jump kicks at my disposal.
Remember what I taught you?
That's just my opinion
Isolate
of the
them.
tutorial.
Fight them one at a time if you gotta fight.
This seems to be the end of our first Mirror's Edge video. If you enjoyed it, rate it thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. But for now, Kaz out.
Okay, that's enough training, ladies. Gotta get to the real thing. Drake's got a job for yourself, so check in with him. Faith, let me know when you're ready to get going.
See you later, Faith.